This is my new Pentium 1 computer. No, it's like any other machine. It's designed by Millennium Systems. That sticker was not there originally. I just put it there because of the fun of it. Also, this one is meant to be Pentium 1, not modern. Also, I had nothing to do, so I just stuck it in. Here's the switches, the reset button, and the AT switch. There's a floppy drive, something in it, a CD drive with a big giant LED, and the back connections, AT power supply, vintage. Okay, that is communications port, or serial port 1, and that's a serial port 2, even though it looks like a printer port inverted, but actually it's a serial port. Keyboard connector. Most of you remember the 5-pin DIN plug. We'll obviously test the printer port. This motherboard has the onboard thingy for a PS2 mouse, but I tested it, it doesn't work. It doesn't supply enough power. These two have nothing in between them. The expansion slots start from video card. There's the video card, the LAN, and the sound card. Not much integrated onto the motherboard. The video card was originally 8 megabytes as well. I just put a 64 megabyte. Please note it's a PCI video card. There is no advanced graphics port, whatever you call those. There's 3 ISA slots and 4 PCI. Well, I'll open it up and show you the insides of this computer. Well, here's the insides of it. There's the AC power supply, the one I was talking about. Same as usual to hard drives. That's actually 1 gigabyte Western Digital Caviar, and the other one's a Maxter 512 megabyte. Nice, huh? Well, here's the inside. Not sure if you can see it, but here's the vintage RAM, 72-pin SIM. Also, you may notice it's an SD RAM down there. With the 2 gaps in between, but I tested it doesn't work. Anyway, never mind. This is the graphics card. It's a GeForce 2 MX400. It's a PCI, as you can see. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 PCI cards. That's the network card. Just 3 ISA slots. It's sound card. The only sticker down there says 3D sound. There's not much else in there, so I don't know the model or the make of the card. Obviously, that's your front panel connections. I think those are voltage regulators. Not sure. But here's the processor in there. Also, you might notice these jumpers. That's actually to set the frequency. I'll later pop out the motherboard so you can exactly see what I'm talking about. Well, the heatsink is so small. I'll just show you what I'm dealing with a Pentium MMX running at 162 megahertz. Oh god, that's bad lightning. Just clean it up a little bit. God damn it, stupid light bulbs. Anyway, I'll just pop it up. Okay, that is inside my hand, twice as big. And that is some beautiful processor. 2.8 volts, made in 19 whatever. I don't know what year it is, but on the power supply it says date 9711. So it could have been built around that time. Anyway, that's what it is. A Pentium 1. Beautiful, isn't it? Oh yeah, these are the integrated thingies. 80. This goes directly in the motherboard. I'm not sure I can see it, but those two, connector 2 and connector 1, is actually a USB. Hold on a second, I'll just get you some light. That is USB connector 2 and connector 1. The green, blue and red wires are for the PS2 connector, which go in there. And that's the three connectors. 2 IDE and 1 obviously floppy. Anyway, these are a couple of chipsets. Not sure what the model or make of the motherboard is. Anyway, under there is the award BIOS. Yeah, the BIOS batteries down there. Yeah, the couple of voltage regulators. Well, I won't bore you too much. I'll take out the motherboard and show you all the thingies on it. Okay, for who's were wondering, one of them is a printer port and the other is a serial, which exactly they match up. Here's the other serial. Well, and here's the AT connectors. Actually, these ones are actually messed up because the brown isn't meant to be. Brown is for power good. Oh, weird, isn't it? Oh yeah, here's the size of the heatsink. No thermal paste, that's how it's been running for all those years. Well, there's the motherboard. Obviously, you've seen the keyboard connector, AT possible. That's what I'm talking about. COM 2, COM 1, and that's the printer port. Here's the 16 megabyte RAM each. Not sure what type it is, but they're probably going to be really expensive. But I'm not sure if you see this, but it's clock. Jumper 8, jumper 9, jumper 10. And these ones relate to these ones. As you can see, minus 1, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2. Which is 83 megahertz, plus the ratio, jumper 16, jumper 15, mine's set up to 3, that's the jumper 15 and 16, the two white ones, which one is on, one is off. Well, close up the chipset. Here's the BIOS. 1997. Oh yeah, here's the USB connector. And right there is a mouse connector. And these ones, that's where I connect to the mouse. Strange, isn't it? There's the thingies, whatever. ISA slots. They're voltage regulators or whatever. load of copper coated. As you can see, all of these ISA slots lead to the chipsets, and as you can see, the other ones lead from the processor. They lead to the RAM. That's nice. I'm not sure if it's a baby AT or full AT motherboard. Oh yeah, here's the RAM thingy. Oh yeah, it's a DIMM 1. I put a 64 megabyte card in there. Nothing happened. But also, if I remove one of the 16 megabytes, it won't boot up at all. All you hear is the load of bleeping, because this one needs to be matched. Strange, isn't it? I'll just show you the cards now. It says an audio drive on it, ESS, but it doesn't. But it's not on the internet, so I don't know where it's on. When I install Windows 2000, it's automatic driver, same as usual. That's a power amplifier chip down there. ISA card. ISA card. That was this is the LAN card. This one's way different. I think it's a voltage converter. Anyway. Same as usual, there's chips missing from that slot. Okay, and here's the PCI video card, as you can see. 64 minutes. When I got this, I ordered this video card over the internet. One of the capacitors was bad, so I replaced the new one, and it got working. It's the details. Core clock, 200 megahertz. Weird, isn't it? So anyway, I will set it back up, and I will test it. I will, whatever, boot it up, show it to you, but I'm telling you, it's gonna be really, really, really slow running Windows 2000 on it. Just before I close up the case, here's the power supply details. Oops. Okay, the first one is actually input, and the other one is the output for the power supply, so you can go to the monitor. Maximum power output is 200 watts. If you look at my Pentium 3, that one has way less wattage, as you can see. 5 volts, 20 amps. That's basically 200 watts, 100 watts. That's the biggest. So it's all in the. Oh yeah, for those who you were wondering, yeah, that's the switch thing output. Also, I have to connect to the sound card because it doesn't. There's no motherboard support. That's all together. Getting ready to be turned on. Well, here's the keyboard. Here's the mouse. I know what you're thinking. Yeah. Anyway, the back connections are there. Sound, Ethernet, video, mouse, keyboard, and the power. Well, it's time to turn it on. As you can see, Pentium MMX CPU at 166 megahertz. There's just a floppy drive. Same as usual. These are the hard drives. Same Same as usual, I installed Windows 2000. No reason for it. As you can hear, the hard drive squeaking. That's where the mouse comes off the front. Yeah, I know it's the color thingy, same as usual, like last time. But anyway. Also, if you notice that it says Intel inside, actually I'm gonna get this type of sticker on CPU ID thingy as well, except without the Pentium. I'm not joking. It's taking an awfully long time to load. You can see, it works. Also, you might notice that the graphics are much better. The reason why, because I'm using over 32 megabyte video card. Also, a little update on the Pentium 3. I installed 128 megabyte video card, and it has the same graphics now. Plus, I installed Quantum Fireball 20 gigabyte hard drive in there. Clicking like mad in there. It's attempting to read it, but there's nothing in it. I know, it's just retarded. I think I'm gonna die. It takes awfully long time to load. It says loading your personal settings. Like, why the hell would I leave your personal settings? That's clicking like mad in there, isn't it? Ugh. Oh, what do you expect? A processor running at 166 megahertz. Oops. Oh, I thought it was loading something. The mouse has very low response time. Finally. That was just the beginning of the loading. So-called log on. Hooray! We loaded the taskbar. Oh my god. As you can see, I'm moving the mouse and it responds very slowly. There's a bit of lags there. I think it has taken 6 minutes to load. Or a sound icon appeared in the system tray. See if we can start to work. No, just still freaking loading. Oh yes, desktop icon loaded. And there goes the start. I think I won't be able to make it all, but I'll just show you the CPU ID thingy. Oh my god. Oops, I just nearly fell asleep just there. Great, desktop loaded. Finally. And there goes the CPU ID. I think I'll pause it there, and I will change the color as well. And I'll get back to you when it's done. Oh, error code. Okay, here we are, about 3 minutes later. Pentium MMX, codename P55, socket 7. As you can see, the logo, quite similar. Family 5, model 4, stepping 3. Core speed 166.6 MHz. Cores 1 thread. Nothing cache. Nothing to see here. Main board, manufacturer model not known because of the chipset. And the BIOS. Nothing else there. Memory 32 megabytes. Everything else. Okay, it doesn't display that. And that's NVIDIA graphics. That's it. I should take one last look at it. Well, I have to end it now because I'm not sure it will fit all in a YouTube. I'm not sure if it all fit on my memory card. Well, I will shut it down. It's obviously shutting down, but it will display the message that most people might remember from the computers they used to have with the AC connector, power supplies. Well, it might look like normal to you. Saving your setting. Most modern computers turn off by themselves. This one doesn't. Manually turned off. Hooray. I think it will display the message. I hope. Well, the hard drive stopped. You might hear this. The hard drive stopped working. This is your message. It is now safe to turn off your computer. And that's how it used to be. Well, I hope you enjoyed my boring video. Well, there's nothing simply I can do by the slow computer, but it shows anything can be done. Probably install Windows XP when I get 50 gig hard drive. I meant 80 gigs, not 50. What the hell am I talking bullshit? Okay, thank you for watching. See ya.